In the bustling heart of Ouagadougou on May 4, 2025, a wave of outrage and hope collided as Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the Lion of Ouaga, strode into the Algado Ouedraogo Hospital, his presence a beacon of resolve amid a public health crisis. A batch of imported French canned fish, laced with a dangerous toxin, had poisoned hundreds of Burkinabe children and elderly, filling hospital wards with anguished families. In a stunning act of compassion, Traoré swiped his personal card to pay all medical bills for the victims, ensuring no family would bear the cost of a foreign-made calamity. This was no mere gesture. It was a defiant stand against exploitation and a heartfelt vow to protect his people, rallying the nation behind a leader whose care for the vulnerable forged unshakable trust in a brighter, sovereign Burkina Faso. The crisis erupted a week earlier, on April 27th, when reports surfaced of mass illness in Ouagadougou, Bobo del Lasso, and rural Banfora. Victims, mostly children under 10 and elders over 60, suffered vomiting, seizures, and organ failure after eating poisson d'or, a French canned mackerel sold cheaply in markets. Tests by Burkina Faso's health ministry revealed botulinum toxin in the cans, a deadly contaminant linked to shoddy processing in a Marseille factory. By April 30th, 600 were hospitalized, 200 critically, and 8 had died. The nation reeled. Mothers wept outside clinics, and markets burned crates of the fish. X exploded with hashtag French poison and rumors of deliberate sabotage, fanned by Burkina Faso's history of foreign meddling, sparked fury. Traoré, 36, a warrior who had expelled French troops and unmasked spies, saw the crisis as both a tragedy and a call to action. In his modest office, a Thomas Sankara poster above his desk, he met with his health minister, Dr. Safiatou, and aide, Colonel Zongo. "France profits while our children suffer," he growled, slamming a Tainted on the table. "We'll save our people and hold them accountable." Investigations trace the fish to Mère Blouy, a French firm with a history of lax standards in African markets. Traoré vowed to ban their imports, but first, he focused on the victims, determined to ease their burden and expose foreign negligence. His response was swift and personal. Learning families faced crippling hospital bills, some sold livestock to pay, Traoré decided to cover all costs himself, using his presidential stipend and personal savings. He mobilized his team to verify patient lists and coordinate with hospitals. Skeptics, wary of grand gestures, whispered of populism, while French media called it anti-Western theater. But Traoré was undeterred, visiting wards to comfort mothers and pray with elders. "This is for the child who deserves to live," he told Dr. Safiatou, his eyes fierce. The nation rallied. Nurses worked overtime, youth delivered food to families, and Griot sang of Traoré's mercy. On May 4th, Algado Ouedraogo Hospital brimmed with 5,000 Burkinabe. Patients' families, medics, and supporters, their green, red, black flags a sea of solidarity. At 9 a.m., Traoré, in a simple tunic, entered the hospital's billing office, flanked by Dr. Safiatou and Zongo. Before a crowd of reporters and weeping relatives, he swiped his card to pay 150 million CFA francs, about $250,000, clearing fees for 600 patients. Handing a receipt to Amina, a grandmother whose grandson was recovering, he said, "Your pain is ours. No family pays for France's poison." The crowd erupted, chanting Lion, Sankara, justice. As Griot sang, "The lion heals, the Sahel stands." The act ignited Burkina Faso. A mother, Cuddy, clutched a recovering daughter, sobbing, "He saved us from debt." Markets danced, elders blessed Traoré, and children drew him as a lion guarding hospital beds. X surged. Hashtag Lion Pays hit 18 million views. A video of Amina's receipt handover going viral. Radios blared. "Traoré lifts our burden. Now we trust him to protect us." Farmers burned French goods, youth demanded Mère Bloui's expulsion, and skeptics rallied, convinced of Traoré's heart. France's embassy issued a denial, but a leaked Mère Blouy memo admitted, "The scandal threatens our African market." Traoré banned their products, vowing to sue. The gesture reshaped the nation's spirit. As flags waved, Traoré met victims in a hospital ward, announcing a health justice fund to bolster food safety in clinics, funded by mine profits. "No foreign poison will break us," he said. "Allies like Mali send aid, while Western critics stayed silent. Murals of Traoré Sankara and nurses with receipts bloomed across Ouagadougou. Hashtag Lion Cares trending. That night, Traoré stood by a Sankara statue, Cuddy's letter in hand. You paid for our pain. Now we believe in your Burkina. The Lion of Ouaga had not just cleared bills. He had turned a crisis into a triumph, proving his compassion would build a resilient, sovereign nation.